Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. It's 2015. I wanted to start off with one of my first couple of videos by doing my best of beauty products from 2014. So if you're interested in hearing about the products that I've been loving, then just keep on watching. First primer that I've really been loving has been my Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. And I was debating on mentioning Urban Decay because I use that occasionally sometimes. And with the Urban Decay primer, you get it with a lot of your Naked palettes. If you have the Naked 1, 2, or 3 palette, you'll get the Urban Decay priming potion with it. And what I like about that primer is that it's very opaque and it really brings out the color of your eyeshadows. But I'll use that occasionally. And this one is a little bit more on the yellowy beige side. This one is called Eden, and I like to use this primer when I really want intense eyes, when I'm going for bright colors like my pinks and bright purples. I'll go towards the Urban Decay priming potion. So my favorite primer for 2014 has been my Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. I like it because it dries to a matte and your makeup lasts between 6 to 8 hours without creasing. I received this from Sephora as a sample and I started using it because I ran out of my other primer that I had previously. I like to use this veil primer all over, like for my eyeshadow, full face, and again, your makeup does not crease with this primer. Moving on to foundations, I'm going to start off with drugstore. I really don't have too many drugstore foundations, and I guess that would probably be another goal for me for this year is to kind of try out a little bit more affordable foundations on my channel. The one that I've been reaching for has been the Loreal True Match. It's in the number C6, but the color is Soft Sable. And I like it because I like it on days where I really don't want to wear too much makeup, but I still want to have a little bit of coverage to my face. I'll kind of reach for this. And it's been a few makeup tutorials that I've done with this foundation, and it does go on beautifully. So if you're on the hunt for a nice affordable foundation, I would definitely recommend the Loreal True Match. I do want to try another one, and I will have a review on the next one that I'm going to try in my upcoming videos, but my go-to foundations have been more on the high-end side. And the first one that I want to mention, you girls probably already know, has been my Marc Jacobs Genius Gel Foundation. This is in the color 84, and I love it because it has a pump to it. It has a gel consistency, so it's a little bit dewy, but you can set it to a matte using your powder. And that's one thing that I do love. I tend to get a lot of compliments when I wear this foundation, and it does have a flawless look to it. You're not coming off cakey with this. The Marc Jacobs Genius Gel Foundation was one of my first high-end foundations that I reviewed on my channel. It has been one of my holy grail foundations as far as high-end. But my top foundation for 2014 has to go to my Chanel Perfection Lumiere foundation. This foundation, oh my gosh girls, I love. This is my go-to foundation. I still have other foundations that I have to review, but this one I just keep reaching for over and over again. It has a medium to full coverage. It has a pump with it. Has an SPF of 10, so you're still getting a little bit of sunscreen and coverage with this foundation as well. It has a slight scent to it, but it's not bothersome at all. It dries to a nice matte finish. You can set it with your powder as well, but this is in the color 114 Ambre. You have seen me do reviews and makeup tutorials on this foundation. I just love it. This is my holy grail foundation. Moving on to concealers, there's only one concealer that I can say I've been loving for the year 2014, and that has been the MAC Prolongwear Concealer. There are a few concealers that I do want to try from watching other gurus' videos on the best of beauty products, but my only one that I have been reaching for over and over again has been the Prolongwear Concealer. I like this concealer because it doesn't crease, it's full coverage, and from what I can say, if you're on the hunt for starting your makeup starter kit, I would definitely reach for the Prolongwear, or I would definitely get the Prolongwear probably as one of your first makeup items in your kit. Moving on to highlighters, I'm going to start off, Benefit has a highlighter. I can't remember the name of it. I've only used that probably 1 or 2 times, but when I remember the name, I'll write it down in the description bar below, because that has been a highlighter that I've really been loving as well. But the first one I want to mention was limited edition. Superb is the Extra Dimension Skin Finish Highlight by MAC. I love it. It has a nice, beautiful golden bronze hue to it. It's finely milled, and it's limited edition, so I don't want to rave about it too much. This is what it looks like swatched, but if you had a chance to actually purchase this one this year, I would say high five. This has been one of my go-to highlighters for the year 2014. I try not to use it too much because I don't want to run out of it. So with that being said, my next favorite highlighter would have to be Becca Opal. And again, this highlighter has been abused by the YouTube gurus. Everybody seems to love it, but there is a reason why everyone loves it. It looks good on multiple skin tones. I will swatch it, and again, this is another highlighter that is very finely milled. I love the consistency and the texture of this highlight. This is what it looks like right here. This is Opal. It's a little bit more golden than Superb, but it looks beautiful on. There is another highlight that I do want to try by Opal. I think it's the rose gold one. I haven't heard too many reviews on it, so I'm debating on getting it. I've swatched it a few times inside Sephora and I've absolutely loved it, so I probably will get that next and then let you girls know how I feel about it. But as far as highlighters, my two favorite have been Superb and Opal. I don't want to say new to blushes because I've always known about blushes, but I haven't really worn them too much. So the year 2014 was kind of my first year of really experimenting and reaching for blushes. I'll probably go towards like foundations, highlighters, lip products all first before I go to blushes. But again, this year has been my first year of kind of really getting into blushes, playing around with different colors and different tones. So the first one that I want to mention is by MAC, and I do love the MAC blushes. This one is in the color Raizin, and because it's a nice warm blush. I like the texture of MAC blushes. They don't have a lot of fallout to them. I will swatch it on my hand so you girls can see what it looks like. Raizin looks good on multiple skin tones. Here you go, right here. This is it. This is Raizin. A favorite of mine has been my Hourglass Mood Exposure Blush. This is it right here. Mood Exposure is the color, and I like it because it's like a highlighter and a blush in one. So if you're not really into shimmery highlighters, you probably won't like this, but I'm gonna swatch it on my hand so you can see. This is it right here. Mood Exposure. I also have it on today. I love the whole Hourglass line. I love their mascaras, their primers, their blushes. The first powder that I want to mention is my Loreal True Match powder. This is in the color W8, and I like to use this one to set my highlight for my under eye or emphasize a little bit more brightness on my face. This is my go-to for drugstore and all over pressed powder. Of course, you girls know I love my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. This is in Deep Dark. I love this because it sets your makeup beautifully. Your face looks flawless with this powder. If you're of lighter skin tone, you can use this as a contour. You can use this as an eyeshadow. If you're a deeper skin tone, this is just a nice all-over powder that looks wonderful on. It has multiple purposes. I like products that you can use for more than one purpose. I'm a believer even in blushes. Like, you can use blushes as eyeshadows. You don't have to just use it strictly for blush. Makeup is supposed to be fun. You're supposed to play around with it and have a good time. So I don't just strictly use it for one thing. With this mineralized skin finish, you girls see I'm about to hit pan. I use it that much. Another pressed powder I've really been loving is the Studio Fix powder. This is in the color NW43. I like it because it has a compact with it. This is pretty much my on-the-go powder. I just take this, put this in my purse, so whenever I feel like I get a little bit oily throughout the day, or I feel like my makeup's starting to settle a little bit, I just kind of take this powder and just apply it to my face. I love the texture of this powder. It has your makeup looking flawless as well, and I like that it has a sponge that comes with it. I don't really use a sponge that much. Sponges tend to really use a lot of products, so I'll just take a makeup brush with me and kind of just apply it on my face throughout the day. Oh, you guys, I can't believe I almost forgot. I have to mention the Beauty Blender. It's dirty because I did my makeup today, I haven't mentioned it in a while, but I still use it to apply my makeup. But the Beauty Blender still, I feel, is like the top sponge as far as application. It has your makeup looking flawless and beat to the gods, of course, as a lot of people say. I love this Beauty Blender. It's well worth the $20. Once you kind of just bite the bullet and get over the fact that it's $20, it's an amazing tool to use. Okay, moving on to lips. I can't really mention this one for my 2014 favorites. It's what I have on today. It's the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick. It's in Berry Me, just in case you girls do want to know what I have on. I paired it with my current liner because I wanted it a little bit deeper. I love the way that it goes on. I'm not going to talk about it too much. I probably will do a separate video for Dose of Colors because I am ordering some more of their liquid lipsticks. I absolutely love them. But moving on, my next favorite lip product, you girls know, has been my Cream Cup lipstick. Just another one, but this one is just gone. I love Cream Cup. That has been one of my go-to lipsticks for 2014. You girls know that. I love a pink lip. I have to have a pink lip with me. In my purse, I always have a pink lipstick, a pink lip gloss, a nude lipstick, and a nude lip gloss. Always. The second one for my Cream Cup, I just bedazzled it, you girls know. I love bedazzling things. These are just Swarovski rhinestones I use up here, but I just keep it so that I know this one is my Cream Cup. Another must-have for lipsticks has been my Viva Glam 2. This one is pretty much at the bottom, but I like it because it's a nice neutral lip color. I like pairing it with a brown liner. Some days I like pairing it with a burgundy liner. I like to switch between the two. You can use it as like a nice nude. It looks beautiful on. My last favorite as far as lip products would be my Prolongwear lip glosses. You girls know that I am an avid Prolongwear lip gloss junkie. So there are three that I just want to mention. The first one is Infinitely Likeable. I just swatched these really quick so you girls can see what they look like on. It's a pink undertone. The majority of these are pink that I'm going to share with you girls. The next one is Long Love Love. The last Prolongwear that I want to share with you is Next Fad. It's a little bit more of a toned down pink. It's a little deeper, but it still has flecks of like iridescent in this one. So if you want like a nice shiny type of lip gloss that'll stay, I would definitely recommend Next Fad. More on your bubblegum pink, I would recommend Long Love Love. Infinitely Likeable is a little bit more of a neutral pink. The glosses I want to share from you are not Prolongwear, but the first one is from the Sharon Osbourne collection. This one is Bijou, and I like to wear this on days where I have like a nice wing liner and I want a little bit of lip gloss. I don't want too much makeup on. It's a nice type of neutral color that you can wear. This is it right here swatched. The last one is Spice by MAC, and this one is a little bit more brown. Just right here next to Bijou. More products that I want to mention for my Best of Beauty. Of course, you can't finish your makeup look without a setting spray. The first setting spray I want to mention is Urban Decay, but I completely ran out of it, so I don't have the bottle for that anymore. That was one of my favorite go-to sprays, and when I ran out of my Urban Decay, I started using my Fix Plus again. This is the Fix Plus by MAC. You can use it as an all-over spray to set your makeup. You can spray your brushes with it to kind of help your foundation or your products go a little farther. Or you can spray it before you set your makeup as kind of like a moisturizer to kind of hydrate your face first before you apply your makeup. So Fix Plus is definitely a recommendation for setting sprays. And the last product I want to mention has to do with skincare. You girls have been asking me on Instagram what type of skincare products I use, or you want me to do a skincare video. I haven't really had time to do a skincare video yet, but I do want to mention the Mary Kay Time Wise. This is a 3-in-1 cleanser. It goes for a moisturizer, a cleanser, and a makeup remover, and I'll use this probably once or twice a week to kind of remove my makeup and moisturize my face. Your face feels flawless. Your skin looks amazing. It looks hydrated. So this has been one of my go-tos for 2014 and into 2015 for skincare. Okay, so that pretty much completes all of my Best of Beauty products for 2014. I hope you girls enjoyed it. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. Thumbs up for more videos. and I will see you guys later. Bye.